This video is brought to you by PlayTracker. Stick around at the end to find out more hot stuff. Welcome back to Yahtzee Tries, the series where I try things. The first thing I tried this fortnight being a little 2D platformer called Rubberto. Rubato? Rubberto.
Kiraga, thank you so much for the bit border. Marty trying to avoid another DMCA strike here. Listen, I already told everyone I'm wearing several pairs of pants. It's fine.
I can use my tongue on dudes, and the dudes find it objectionable. Rubberto styles itself a physics-based platformer in which we control a little frog with smug Garfield eyes and a grappling hook tongue, both characteristics curiously common to platform game protagonists of this particular species. And as I said in the stream, if the developers were deliberately trying to make a platformer that on every level evokes the dodgy Eurojag Collectathon 16-bit platformers of the Commodore Amiga, such as Zool or Super Frog or Soccer Kid, then they pulled it off like fucking maestros.
It is very springy bread. How would you make bread springy?
Don't cook it for as long. While you're shaping the loaf, make sure to fold the dough over itself a few times, so you can get a good rise going.
You're busting some things.
Yeah, and busting does make me feel good. Stop it. But do bear in mind that that also means the irritating aspects of such games that inevitably turn off modern audiences are very much present. So the levels are large, ugly, full of repeating textures, and with very little direction on where they expect you to go, and you're supposed to explore all the nooks and crannies looking for the all-important collectibles. Neptune. That's the shittiest planet. You can't walk on it, and it's not as big as Jupiter, so what's even the fucking point?
There you go. Doesn't even have a fun name like Uranus.
Exactly.
Oh, you are much faster than these dumb cows.
Haha, fuck you, cow. The extra spice in Rubberto is provided by its intention to string its gameplay together with a surreal narrative that to me evokes the plot of Katamari Damacy by way of Kero Blaster and with a little smattering of Undertale / Deltarune in the tone area. All conveyed with surreal imagery and dialogues with characters that have very little consistent visual design.
Bring the whole goddamn computer there.
Well, if Mohammed won't come to the mountain. Boy, this music is way too high octane for what is happening right here.
For what? Yeah.
This is enemy dumpling. It wants to start shit. Yes, I want a car. Okay. This is just silly now.
I mean, I guess it is exactly what they said it was going to be.
And speaking as someone who loves a bit of surreal stream of consciousness in his indie games, this whole aspect fell kind of flat for me. Firstly, there's too much dialogue. I was getting very bored skimming through it to get to the next platforming section. And more importantly, well, this was another thing I said on stream, but I'm saying it again because I thought it was a clever thing to say. My favourite surreal games like Undertale, Killer 7, Saints Row 4, Earthbound, all of them put an awful lot of effort into looking like they don't give a shit. Whereas Rubberto, in contrast, hasn't put nearly enough effort into not giving a shit. It clearly wants to seem like it doesn't give a shit, but comes across a bit desperate, like a nerd in an oversized leather jacket and shades. So in the end I kind of bounced off. Sorry guys, guess you Rubbertoed me up the wrong way. So let's move on to our second game, Retro Rewind. Yet another dad game work simulator. What can I say? I'm a dad and I've got a type. This time we're running a VHS rental store in the 90s, so the dad game workaday satisfaction can be paired with a hefty dollop of nostalgia.
Oh, the nice bollock stoppage.
My dad left me when I was a kid. Do you have a family drama to cheer me out? Here, enjoy Family Monkey drama.
It's got the words family and drama in it. Plus monkey.
No change needed. Thank you for the exact change, you weirdo. I remember renting VHSs from stores like this, taking out a stack of 4 classic movies with a straight-to-video erotic thriller strategically inserted in the middle in the hopes the cashier would be zoning out by the time they reached it. You want a good horror film? I'll see what I can do. How about everything chimp-related? I just recommend movies with chimps in them. Have a flyer. Rent some fucking movies. This ain't a library, asshole. Store simulators are becoming a bit overrepresented on Steam, but this one, to its credit, does enough to stand out from the pack. It reminds me a bit of Schedule 1, actually, but that's probably only because the characters all have those wacky ping-pong ball eye faces and could possibly be from the same cinematic universe, boob jiggle physics notwithstanding. Get the fuck out of here. If you're paying money, you can stay. That's the person you make eye contact with while you're pissing. I just hand out the leaflets, and at the end of the day, go to the trash can on the corner and pick all the leaflets back up again, ready for tomorrow.
Recycle, reduce, reuse.
You. Our task is to set up the video boxes on the shelves, scan people's purchases, give them change, and process the returns. By this method, we earn money so that we can buy more shelves, order more direct-to-video tat to put on them, and generally expand our facilities and empire. The moment-to-moment gameplay strikes the right balance of being easy to pick up, but still technical and involved enough that with time you can learn how to do it as quickly and efficiently as possible. Lonely Werewolf and Red Chimp Juice. Man, people are hot for Red Chimp Juice. What? Hey, you're Bernie Sanders, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ugh. How long have you been there?
You've
There's clearly a lot of gameplay features that get added to your regular processes as you go along. Drinks machines, snack machines, hiring employees, buying illicit pornos, etc. And I'd certainly be keen to tinker with it a bit longer. I was certainly getting into it on stream, and it actually made me laugh. I don't know why I found the randomly generated movie titles so consistently amusing. Go away! What are you doing, woman? I'm going to walk into the back, and when I come back, you'd better be fucking gone.
Seems like money isn't a problem.
They're still there. Why won't you leave? Look, do you want this? Do you want this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? I can't close the door. I have no movies for you. All my movies have been rented. I'm leaving now. It's your store now. Hit you with rolled up newspaper. What if I physically put a video in your hands?
You can have that. You don't even have to check it out. This is just yours. You could take it. You could take it home. Enjoy.
This isn't even a particularly good film.
Kuraka with a bit border said she stopped your bollocks. She did it. She did the impossible. She stopped your bollocks.
No, alright, okay. Perhaps Jesse the editor would oblige us now with a brief supercut of some of the titles from the stream. Come on, Jesse, earn your fucking keep. 3, 2, 1, go. Red Chimp Juice, Vampire Surgeon, Drama, Sad Butler Dreams, Sad Hitchhiker Dreams, The Office Executioner, Nocturnal Gangster, The Trophy Haunting the Mansion, The Godfather Is Here, The Machine That Haunts the Graves. I think these are randomized. Our Dragon Driving West, Coffin Brain Implants, The Treasure Dropout, The Last Cassette in Blackwood Manor, The Dead Prisoner Is Alive, Where the Ghost Rests, and I got a lot of horror, turns out. Family Monkey Drama, Two Brothers and the Sofa,
A J.D. Vance story.
The Princess Gone Insane.
Oh no.
That's Slay the Princess, isn't it?
That is pretty much
Bubblegum, The Invasive Letter, a horror. Spaceman Failed Studies, Spaceman Frankenstein, Scary Hitchhiker Nightmare, Dr. Lane's Chosen Teddy Bear, Lonely Werewolf, The Demonic Bull. Now, the next Yahtzee Tries stream I did fell on April 1st, so we thought we'd play a little prank on the viewers. We mocked up a thumbnail and logo for a non-existent game called Parlay of Idols, which all of you clever people will have already noticed is an anagram, and then I just streamed myself trying American snack foods for an hour. Playing on the whole Yahtzee Tries concept, you see. Well, we thought it would be funny. Not much point in dwelling. Jesse, just string together some funny bits from the stream, alright? Everyone knows only suckers buy candy in boxes, because they can put as much as they like in this, and you won't know. With sort of a dodgy, lower quality chocolate around it. Now, I've heard of Swedish fish. I'm not sure if they're actually Swedish. That Swedish fish tastes like, it tastes like something that I'd expect to have like fizzy dust around it. Oh, I have the pepperoni pizza Lunchable. I feel like you're supposed to cook these. Yeah, I mean, it's like water that has heard of some fruit.
I couldn't get red vines, but I got Twizzlers because I think they're basically the same fucking thing.
Well, who the fuck knows?
Mine is a greasy rope. It feels greasy to the touch.
Ugh. Hey chat, who actually likes red vines? Because if you do, just get the fuck out. I don't want you here.
We'll ban you. If you put your hand up, I'll personally ban you.
Alright, I have got a Hostess cupcake. It has the surface, the frosting surface, I can only describe as sort of in terms of relation to mineral substances, like stone.
Yeah.
The cake was like, it's moist, it's appetizing. Perhaps we needed to be in a school lunchroom comparing to the poor kid who's only got butter sandwiches.
Should we do a Mike and or Ike?
Mike and Ike? Yep, I have no conception of what these might be. There's never a good crunch on these candy shells. No, same thing again. If you chew it for a little while, all the flavour just disappears.
And then it's just goop in your mouth.
It's just a clanky goo. Oh, some text here. Yeah. What does the D stand for? Truth is, it stands for a lot of things. Things like delight, dude, and drink it all up. Oh, and another thing it stands for? Dang. As in, dang, that's a bold, refreshing, one-of-a-kind drink. Now, I'd argue bold, refreshing, not one-of-a-kind drink. None of that encompasses the concept of the drink tasting nice. I was expecting something weaker. It's actually quite strong. It just doesn't seem to be anywhere within earshot of an orange. That is a sad Oreo. Look at that.
Mine's pretty decent.
Look
He's
at that.
lopsided.
This one, mine's crying. This one
What
was...
colour's your cream?
Oh, my tongue.
Your
My
tongue's blue.
Stop that. Stop that, Oreo. I don't want a blue tongue. I am not an Australian lizard.
There.
Oh, wait, it's not actually chocolate and caramel, it's just candy made with chocolate and caramel. So there might not actually be chocolate and caramel in it. Maybe chocolate and caramel were just standing off to one side while they were making it. Well, the texture is toffee, but the flavour is cardboard.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting how they managed to pull that off. It's like one of those joke jelly beans that taste like baby wipes or something. It looks like something like a Doctor Who villain would wear on their head.
Like a fucking Cyberman.
Yeah, it's a Cyberman.
What do you do to it?
I don't fucking know. Oh, hang on.
That's fucking rank. That's the worst thing I've had.
And did I already mention my wife presented me this with what I can only describe as mischievous glee.
How was it?
Well, I'd like to have said I was pleasantly surprised. But I can't, because that was fucking dreadful. I was talking about this idea with Jesse Galena, and he said that he's heard that if you put Cheese Whiz on an Oreo, it tastes a little bit like cheesecake. And the moment he said that, I went, fuck you, Jesse Galena, because now you've said that, I'm going to have to do it. There we go. Experimental cuisine, right here on Yahtzee Tries.
Respect. Medic? Yahtzee, you okay?
I don't know why, but the first thing my mind went to is that my mouth feels like the forest of suicides in the 8th layer of hell. But seriously now, folks, the final game I tried this fortnight was Legacy of Kain Ascendance, which I thought was important to highlight because I noticed it disappear from the Steam popular new releases list within hours of coming out, and I want to pull it briefly back into the spotlight so we can all appreciate just how fucking terrible it is.
We went on a nice walk today, so she's feeling real tired, eh? Oh.
I am the darkness.
Oh god. The lady said, I am the darkness. I think that should tell you what sort of level we're operating on here. It's a 2D pixel art action platformer that seems to be adapting some of the backstory from the lore of the Legacy of Kain franchise, focusing on the origin of Raziel and some shit going on with his sister, and I suspect a deep knowledge of Legacy of Kain is required to understand a lot of this, because the story comes across horribly disjointed and reminiscent of a cheaply made Sega Genesis game based on a movie that had to skip past every story scene that wouldn't make for a good sword fight. I don't know what the fuck any of these text logs are about.
For the first 15 minutes at least has been quite repetitive.
Has that come across? Yes.
Yeah.
Luckily the fire doesn't interrupt us when we're eating to someone. Fire is also polite in that way. Gameplay is interrupted with frequent lengthy dialogues where everyone delivers like they're trying to be heard over the pneumatic drill that's currently going at their organs of generation, with the exception of Raziel, who sounds like a 97-year-old recording their video will off a dodgy auto cue.
This cannot be. You live.
Raziel's voice actor sounds like he's like 90 years old. Now, based on how we've experienced the game so far, do you think this will drop down to a platform we can stand on or a bottomless pit?
Platform. Based on what we've seen.
You are wrong, idiot. but perhaps we should appreciate it, for the gameplay is a dull succession of platforms, with no distinction between bottomless pits and ones you're supposed to jump down, dotted with generic baddies and piss-easy boss fights, but the game inflates the difficulty with clunky controls and an obligation to do the same finishing move on every fucking dude in the game, like you're checking IDs at the door to hell. Now we're drinking the Kool-Aid.
I hope it tastes better than what we drank.
Maybe that's the vampire's curse. You get to live forever, but all blood tastes like Kool-Aid.
Oh my god, no thank you.
Who are you? I actually played the whole thing off stream, but don't take that for me being absorbed, because the whole fucking thing was only like 2 hours long, and I needed 2 breathe into a paper bag breaks. Hey, free drinks! Now look at that background. It's like one JPEG of some tents. You can't drink my zealotry. That doesn't make any sense. Boy. They got the voice actor in and said, hey, do this line with a monster voice. And the voice actor was like, I'm gonna give this my all. And my final conclusion was that it's an insultingly half-arsed cobbling together of random bollocks that I'd say would only be of interest to die-hard Legacy of Kain fans if said fans had recently suffered a debilitating head injury. Phew, sorry, had some bile to work off. Must have been the easy cheese.
Matt feels like the most secretive Second Wind member. He's in the night.
This video is brought to you by Play Tracker, the app that tracks your cross-platform game library, achievements, stats, friend activity, and more. Play Tracker works by connecting to a wide variety of gaming platforms: Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, GOG, EA Origin, and, as of the latest update, Nintendo, Epic, Retro Achievements, Ubisoft, Battle.net, and Riot. It then combines all of your profile data in one place so you can acquire XP, level up, and unlock rewards no matter where you play. Have you ever been watching one of Second Wind's streams and found yourself thinking, hey, I bet I've logged in more hours of Super Smash Bros. Than KC, earned more achievements in Souls games than Jack, and tried more games than Yahtzee has tried on Yahtzee Tries? If so, you're a sick, twisted individual. And we want you to join our guild on Play Tracker. Put that gaming prowess to use and unlock Second Wind-themed profile cosmetics. Keep up with our latest videos on your social feed and earn your spot on a leaderboard of our top fans, which I like to look at every morning to keep myself humble. Unite your gaming multiverse with Play Tracker and join the official Second Wind Guild today.
It's like how the rotisserie chickens are all the way at the back at Costco. Matt feels like the most secretive Second Wind member. He's out there. He's in the night.
Captain President, $20. Thanks so much, bud. Says, here's some money to pay for your diabetes care in America. $10 a piece should cover it. I got an X-ray yesterday, and it cost me $50.
Oh, what are you getting an X-ray for?
My hips. Yeah, well, they say hips. They were just trying to get a look at my pussy and my crack. The Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape. We have this in England, I believe. If somebody donates $50, I'll do the whole thing.
Don't do the whole thing, you weirdo. It's not really coming together in my mouth.
No, it's like a ditto's having a breakdance party in there.
Yeah, it feels more like a cloud. I guess I have to chew it some more. Hey viewers! April Fools!
We got you.
Got you. We thought we'd all gone. You thought we'd all gone mad, and was just tasting snacks for no reason.